Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever part of the world you're watching from. Welcome to an amazing episode of the weekly top 5 series. Yes, this is DJ Radley Universe, your host. I always get excited when I'm here because without you guys, there will be no weekly top 5 series. Today, I have a special personality on set. Don't worry, you get to meet him right after the break. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to the show. Thank you guys once again for your likes and comments. This reassures us that we're on the path to updating your playlist every week. Like I've said before, the weekly top 5 series is not just about music. We talk about civic, engaging conversations on the show, sports, politics, name it. Don't forget to drop your comments on the section to list your own top 5 songs of the week. We're not leaving you guys out. Today I have here on set is a very special personality. He's a strategic business development and sales specialist, a revenue recovery strategist, a token listing manager, and also is a football enthusiast. No other than David Chukwuma, also known as Dave. Dave, I most welcome you to the show.
Thank you very much.
It's an honor to have you here at last.
Likewise.
So today, the viewers will be opportunity to listen to your top 5 songs. But before that, let's get to know who is Dave. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
My name is David Chukwuma. I'm from Imo State, but I am based in Lagos. In fact, all my life.
Wow. So you were born in Lagos?
Yeah, I can say I'm a Lagosian. Wow. And that is why I speak Yoruba very fluently. Even read Yoruba more than I read my own language. I schooled in Unilag, and presently I work with one of the biggest electricity distribution company.
Okay, Dave, you've built a career as a strategic business development and sales specialist. What personal qualities do you think have been most critical to your success?
I would say adaptability, the ability for me to be able to adapt or settle into different circumstances or settle into wherever I find myself, understand what is needed to be able to either grow revenue in that area and be successful. That has actually been a major part of my success in the industry.
So what has your journey been like? Were there people that mentored you while you were growing up? What was the journey like growing up as a kid, and how did you find yourself where you are today?
The journey has not been easy and was never easy.
Yeah.
Growing up, I grew up in a very rural area. In fact, that I wasn't influenced by the character of people where I grew up.
Was it miracle?
It's not just a miracle, but I also have to give kudos to my parents.
Wow.
They ensured that we had the training that we needed not to be easily influenced by the people or where we find ourselves, and that has helped us. Today, most of the people we grew up in the same area, well, I have no words for what they do now, but it's nothing compared to where I am presently, where I want to be in the near future. All I can say is God has been faithful, and thanks to the kind of parents He gave to us, who are
shout out to your parents. Okay, currently, what are your hobbies?
My hobby, I love football.
Wow. Yes.
I love football. I growing up, I play football a lot. If I'm not playing football, I'm playing football video games. In fact,
Do you still play games till today?
Once in a while, I still play games, but we rarely create time for all of that now because of how busy, the kind of busy schedule I have. But of course, once in a while, I still play football games. Yeah, I enjoy football games, car racing, then maybe 8-ball pool once in a while. Billiard, yeah.
Billiard.
So, but football, it is for work.
Okay, now coupling your work and family, what has marriage been like for you? Because we saw a post out there congratulating you on your marriage the last time and all that. So what is marriage to you?
Marriage, the union of two intentional members of the opposite sex, and the union of two forgivers. For me, marriage has been... Is there a word better than sweet? Yeah, it's been awesome. It's just about 4 months thereabout.
Yeah.
And it's been cool. It's been awesome. So I see many people say, oh, marriage is very difficult because you get to contend with characters you never knew were there.
Yes.
Well, but for me, or for my wife and I, we believed that the person who instituted marriage, that is God, has given guidelines to follow about marriage. There's a basic principle that marriage mates have to follow. For husbands, there is what they need to do. For wives, there is what they should do. For children, there is what they should do. So if we first off follow these basic principles of marriage, you would have solved maybe half of the problems that you would encounter in marriage. But what we see is people do not follow these basic principles, and the reason why they get married may not really align, and that is why you see cases of divorce rising. You see violence and all of that in the marriage. So if people are able to follow these guidelines,
okay,
marriage is sweet.
Yeah, I'm very heavy on the aspects he said, two forgiving partners, right? So in using that term forgiving, are you trying to say you should overlook some certain characters or something? I want to understand that perfectly.
Well, first of all, we are imperfect humans. And as imperfect humans, we would knowingly or unknowingly offend each other. So if you get married to a person, you should be able to forgive the errors of that person. So when Jesus was teaching us about forgiveness, sorry, we'll have to digress a little.
We have to.
Said, how many times should you forgive a person?
Okay.
Up to 77 times. So if I ask, would you take out a jotter to start writing how many times your partner offends you, and then when it's up to 77, you either divorce the cycle? Yeah, it doesn't work that way. The principle of 77 is that your forgiveness should not have limit.
Should not be limited.
Should not be limited. And it's like a buy one, get one free thing.
Wow, that's really, really interesting to know. I think we definitely have to schedule a marriage class some other time before we digress. Okay, quickly, we have a lot of questions down for you related to football. We know you are a football lover, but before that, let's quickly pick your number 5 song from the list. Which of the record will you fit in that position?
I have so many artists I listen to: the Phil Collins, Ed Sheeran, Mark Bolton, a lot of them. Okay,
we are saving the best for the last, so we are starting from the number 5
let's
spot.
say number 5. I'll pick Westlife, Queen of My Heart.
Queen of My Heart.
Yeah.
Are you dedicating this to your wife or?
Maybe.
Because don't you think the song is too, that there are a lot of songs out now that are on a healthy competition with that song? Or
It's I feel it's not about competition. It's about what speaks to me. I think music communicates. So it communicates to me. It's something when I listen to, I'm happy listening to it. I get a bit emotional inside the song. So it's a song I love. Yeah,
it stands the test of time.
Yeah.
Undeniably, Dave has locked in Queen of My Heart by Westlife on the number 5 spot for the week. Let's quickly check out the record.
Always look back as time walk away. This memory will last forever.
Welcome back to the show. This is the WT5S series. Yes, this is the Durandi Universe, your host. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Today we have Dave on set. Okay, before we move down to the number 4 spot of the week, the Premier League kicks off today. Which team are you supporting this season and why exactly?
Talking about teams, I watch football generally and I pick out individuals. Okay, so let's say maybe because growing up, I love watching footballers to be able to copy the skills, the likes of the Ronaldinhos, the Zidane. I love what they do on the football pitch.
Yeah.
And when I go to play football, I want to copy what they do. So I just have individuals that I like. But for this season's Premier League, looking at strength, I think Chelsea has done very good business in the transfer market. For every department, they have what's it called? A capable replacement, which I think would create serious competition for each of those wings and help the players to up their game on the field of play. So I think Chelsea will do well. Apart from Chelsea, as now, I feel they are still going to remain in the always chasing without trophy position. Liverpool will try, I feel, but the signing of Florian Wirtz would disrupt the balance of the team.
Okay, so you're settling for Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea. So my top 4 will be maybe Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, then maybe Man U. They have also done a good bit of business in the transfer market. It's really going to be competitive, but I can't wait to see how it plays out. This season plays out.
That's really, really interesting to know. I mean, you're well rooted in football. From your statistics, I can tell already that, or like people like us that are not rooted in football. In football, managers are judged by results. In business, it's similar too. How do you measure success in business?
Success in my role is also measured by result. The result I'm talking about may not be, this is bringing profit.
Okay.
Because a company can be generating revenue but not making profit.
Wow.
Yes. You can be saying, this record are showing millions and billions, but a critical look at these records may show that there is no profit.
Yeah.
So like football also, the business has to show growth, has to show improvement. It's like someone who opens a small shop, and over time he's able to expand.
Yes.
The shop may not be making significant profit at that time, but the consistency can make that shop or the business grow over time. So success in business can translate to growth, gradual growth. That is what I term as success in business. Like in football also, sometimes it may not really be the result. You see a team building for the future. I'll take Jurgen Klopp, for example, when he signed for Liverpool, I think about 7 or 8 years.
Hey.
He started building gradually. He lost finals, but by the time he was done building, He won the Champions League. He won the Premier League.
Yeah.
But over time, we were seeing the progress. The progress was there. He was making the progress gradually before he got there. So that's how success in business too is. It may not be very profitable at the start, but it's usually a gradual improvement that is visible, that you can see. You know that, oh, this business is growing.
Wow, your response is quite educating and enlightening, etc. Okay, before we move down to more questions, let's take the number 4 spot for the week. Dave, are you here with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with
Okay,
you.
let's take the number 4 spot for the week. Which of the song will you be fixing in that position?
Number 4. So should be Timi Dakolo. I love Timi Dakolo so much. Obim.
Wow, you're a preacher of love, I must say.
Yes. Love. Yes.
Okay. What was the record talking about?
By this, Paul will know that you are my disciples if you have love among yourselves. It's a constant. Yeah. I cannot say I love. I love my neighbor if I don't love God.
That's true.
If every other quality fails, love will not.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the record talking about? Timi Dakolo, Obim.
Obim, yeah. It's Obim means my heart. So just the meaning of Obim will already tell you what it's talking about.
Okay, you all can relate.
Yes.
Obim by Timi Dakolo has been locked in under the number 4 spot for the week by Dave. Let's check that out.
Weed were on my heart, the crown upon my head, the essence of my life. Oh, you know me more, the queen.
That was Obim by Timi Dakolo, which Dave locked in on the number 4 spot for the week. This is the weekly top 5 series, and I'm the Gerandi Universe, your host. If this is your first time of watching, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Most importantly, turn on notification updates so you don't miss out on any of the amazing episodes coming your way. Okay, let's push down to some of the questions on the list before we hit the number 3 spot for the week. This season is expected to be fiercely competitive. How do you personally stay ahead in industries that are just as competitive as this Premier League?
To stay competitive, you need to understand.
To stay ahead, rather.
To stay ahead.
Yeah.
To stay ahead, you need to understand your market. You need to understand your customers. And that is where the SWOT analysis comes in. You need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. And you also consider opportunities and the threats. When you're able to get feedbacks from your customers, when you're able to know where you have loopholes, you can use technology to see how you can, cover up for these loopholes. To stay ahead, you need to understand your customers. You need to understand their needs. You also need to be able to do a proper SWOT analysis of your business. You should be able to know your strengths and your weakness. You should also be able to know where opportunities come in. And when you understand this, you are able to grow. It's also good to use to make decisions, data-driven decisions. This can help a customer. You get the feedback, you know your weaknesses, you use data to understand some of the areas where you may not be doing well, and then implement. I love businesses, I love companies, organizations who always want to get feedback. And when they get these feedbacks, they work on them so that they can be better. Organizations like that take feedbacks and work on them, you see them always striving.
Always stay ahead of
they're ahead.
Oh, wow, that's a very dynamic mechanism. I think let's move back to football. Messi or Ronaldo? But you must justify your choice from a business perspective.
Okay, both. I love watching them both. In fact, I would want to see them play for the same team. But for a business perspective, Ronaldo. Ronaldo, yeah. Ronaldo is, even at 40, he's resilient.
Wow.
He's a product of hard work. He doesn't give up. So if I translate his mentality into business, it's practically saying, when you start, no matter the failures you encounter, never give up. Just continue. Hard work pays, yeah. So Ronaldo from a business perspective.
That's a very decisive one. Okay, if you're a Premier League player, what position would you play and why?
Okay, maybe I used to play on the wings when I play football.
Okay.
I play either 7 or 11. When I'm on the left side of the wing, I want to cut in and shoot. And when I'm on the right side, I want to beat my man and cross. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, as we have VAR decisions in football, what's that one decision you wish you could go back to with you in your entire career path?
Procrastination.
Wow.
Start. So some of the problems we encounter is, or some of the mindset we have rather, is, oh, I'm looking at 4 years to complete this course. Oh, if I start the business, it will take a long time before it starts growing at the rate I want. Then we stop. So if I was to go back, I want to start. There were some courses, there's some things I am presently doing now that I feel like I should have started way back. But my advice would be, if I'm to review, start. Don't look at how long, just start.
It's been a nice time having you on set today. I mean, a lot of people can relate to the answers and your dimension as a person. Okay, let's quickly hit the number 3 spot for the week. Which of the record will sit in that position?
Davido.
Which of the record?
Though I loved one of his first songs then, I think, Ikuro Lalaba Kuewa. Yeah.
Oh, Joe, no.
I love the energy in the song.
Wait, so what's the, for those that don't hear Yoruba, what's the meaning of that?
We'll pass. I don't forget it.
Okay, number 3, Davido Ekuro has been locked in by Dave. Let's check out the records. Welcome back to the show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that. That was Ekuro by Davido, which Dave locked in on the number 3 spots for the week. Okay, before we hit the number 2 spot, let's quickly play a game of this or that so that the viewers can get to know you on a more deeper scale. Would you choose to be rich or famous?
Contented.
Okay, rich, that's the one, right?
Contented. So what's rich is relative. What is rich?
Would you choose to be wealthy or famous?
Contented.
Okay, phone calls or SMS?
SMS.
SMS.
I get tired of calls.
Wow. Would you choose to be afraid or embarrassed? What would you settle for?
Afraid or embarrassed? Afraid or embarrassed? No, I'm not usually afraid. But of course, embarrassment can come.
Okay.
If I'm afraid, if a person is fearful or afraid, you would have a lot of limitations. Well,
yeah. Okay, so you pass that.
I'll pass.
You rather settle for embarrassment than fear?
Yes. Let's settle for embarrassment.
Last but not the least, would you choose to be happy or successful? Happiness or success?
Happiness.
Wow. Okay, I believe these insights will enable you know Dave on a more deeper light. Let's get to know the number 2 spot for the week.
Number 2 should be John Legend.
All of me. Guys, wow. I think we all can relate to that. All of Me by John Legend on the number 2 spot, undeniably by Dave for the week. Let's check out the record once again.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head.
Hi guys, my name is David Chukuma, also known as Dave, and you're locked into the weekly top 5 series by DJ Randy. My number 1 song for the week is going to be Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran, Photograph. And please guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hi guys.
So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes.
Welcome back to the show. That was Photographed by Sheeran, which they've locked in on the number 1 spot for the week. Sadly, this is where we'll draw the curtain for today. Hoping to see you guys in the forthcoming episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Ciao guys.